What's going on? I haven't talked to you in forever. What's going on? so, I figured we'd start it back off with a new series, a series that I hold very near and dear to my heart, Mountain Blade Warband. This has got to be one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely adore this game. I really, really do. um, it's wonderful for multiplayer, but in my opinion, it's even better for single player. Personally, I've always been a single player kind of guy. Uh, I'm a loner, in all essence. But anyway, let's go ahead and just jump right in. All right, so I pretty much know all this, except I'm gonna go ahead and read it. If you want to just kind of skip through it, you can kind of fast forward in the video as you need. Otherwise, I'm going to read it just for myself, just to remind myself what's going on, and for those of you who are actually interested in it. So, welcome, adventurer, to Mountain Blade Warband. Before beginning the game, you must create your character. Remember that in the traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of the nobility. That does not, however, mean that you should not choose, to play a female character or one who is not of noble birth, which I probably will choose. Male nobles may have a somewhat easier start, but women and commoners can attain all the same goals, and in fact, may have a much more interesting, if more challenging, early game. So yeah, I will probably choose a male that is not noble to make it kind of a medium difficulty, if you will, because there is no specific difficulties to the game. It's just kind of how you set it up that makes it more difficult or less difficult. Um, so I'll be a male. You were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was one of these, and each possible choice will give you certain stats at the beginning of the game. And I would like to choose the stats that are, for all intents and purposes, going to be most useful. So in such a case, I love to be an archer on a horse. That's the way I've always done it. That's the way I'm gonna stick to it. I know it works for me. So we'll just go with you're born years ago in a land far away. Your father was. We'll go with a steppe nomad for that. No, wait. No, we're going a hunter. We're going a hunter because I can be a stepchild. You were the son of a family who lived off the woods, doing whatever they needed to make ends meet. Hunting, woodcutting, making arrows, even a spot of poaching whenever things got tight. Winter was never a good time for your family, as the cold took animals and people alike. But you always lived to see another dawn, though your brothers and sisters might not be so fortunate. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as a stepchild, which, if you're unaware, is basically somebody who would be like a horse, like just kind of on a horse going through the countryside. As a boy growing out of childhood, you rode the great steppes on a horse of your own. Well, there you go. There you go. Learning the ways of the grass and the desert. Although you sometimes went hungry, you became a skillful hunter and pathfinder in this trackless country. Your body, too, started to harden with muscle as you grew into the life of a nomad man. Then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became... What did I become? I don't actually know what most of these do for you, to be completely honest. I'm going to go with a university student, actually, just to give myself a little more intelligence. Through the distinct felt sudden to you. Did I read that right? No, I didn't. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. You found yourself as a student in the university of one of the great cities, where you studied theology, philosophy, and medicine. But not all your lessons were learned in the lecture halls. You may or may not have joined in with your fellows as they roamed the alleys in search of wine, women, and a good fight. However, you certainly were able to observe how a broken jaw is set, or how an angry townsman can be persuaded to set down his club and accept cash compensation for the destruction of his shop. But soon everything decided... I cannot talk right now. But soon everything changed, and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was... we'll go with the loss of a loved one, just because for those of you who know, that's relatable to me. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. All you can say is that you couldn't bear to stay, not with the memories of those you love so close and so painful. Perhaps your new life will let you forget, or honor the name that you can no longer bear to speak. Become an adventurer and ride to your destiny. What do I usually do? I think I do realistic, so we'll go with that. I should have read that. Shoot. Oh well, I know what I'm doing anyway. So, this is sort of your level up page, and in this case, it's your pre-game page. So, we've got attributes with strength, agility, intelligence, and charisma, and they give you each very specific things, which are up in the top right corner. I'm not going to go ahead and take the time to read through these because that's just going to be really, I can't think of the word. Time consuming. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So, I'm pretty well balanced here. However, alright, we're going to not do the attributes and we're going to do the skills first. Once again, really well balanced, and that's not exactly what I was looking for, but it's okay. It's fine. We can go with it. Alright, now for the most difficult part, the name. You know what? We'll just be bland and lazy and make it the YouTube name, Maximus Errorus. Adjust your character's face using the buttons and sliders. To rotate the head, click on it and drag the mouse. What if that... Oh, it doesn't rotate only the head. That's saddening. I wanted to break his neck. That's dark. Alright. You hear about Calradia, a land torn between rival kingdoms, battling each other for supremacy. A haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, or glory. That was a long fucking sentence. Where was I? In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally, you hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Calradia Drawn by the stories you hear about Calradia and its kingdoms, you... Let's see, I always go with the Rhodoks. That is always my choice. Question is, do I want to stick with that? I don't entirely know. Let's see. Swadia, generally powerful with knights, I think. So, no, they're powerful with just frontline men, really. Vagers are sort of the Vikings, so they're going to be the brutes, the big guys. Kurgit Kinnaid is very powerful with horse archers. The Kingdom of the Nords. I don't actually know what they're powerful with. I think they're just swordsmen, really. Rhodoks are... they're wonderful. They're powerful with spearmen and crossbowmen. Saren and Sultanate are pretty well-rounded. What do I want to do? I'm going to try... With Kurgit Kinnaid, it's going to be difficult because, whenever I want to siege, you know, I've done so with Rhodoks so far. I think I'm just going to stick with the Rhodoks. Well, we'll just stick with them. We'll go to Jilkala with the Rhodoks. I should have been reading that. God damn it. I'm just so used to clicking continue. And here we are. What are we doing? Oh, hi. Oh, you're mean. Oh, I forgot about this bit. Okay. Yeah, we get attacked in the very beginning. I totally forgot about that. Let's see if I can land a shot in his head. Yeah! I got the shot in his head. Alright. Oh, yeah, and then we got this merchant guy that's going to come up. Yeah, there we go. And you're nice. That's a glitch, okay. Merchant to Jelcala, relation 0. You alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, although heavens know he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here we don't know who's listening. What the hell kind of accent is that? The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the street. And then, finally convinced you have not been followed, comes near you to speak. And of course, I've got to go speak to him. Now, oh, wait, let me get into my voice. Now, let me explain my proposition. I don't think that's right, but we'll go with it. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to banditry by war, debts, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The Wart Commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye on the streets, but I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside these walls, who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house out alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here and didn't know how bad things had become. He had no such excuse, but he's family. So what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either. And I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. I wouldn't imagine. They get really expensive in this game. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade. And more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Calradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson they won't forget, and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude, and a bit of silver. What do you say? Well, that voice, I say that voice is really hurting my throat, but oh well, it's kind of entertaining anyway. What I say, I'm interested, because I find this quest to be a wonderful source of money and experience. So 100 dinars right off the bat, quite useful. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try and take on the whole gang single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted, I'll warrant. You'll first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work that's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay, so take this purse of 100 dinars. Consider it an advance on your reward. Go around to the villages and use the money to hire some help. I reckon that you need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Very good, sir. I'll collect... This is me. Why am I doing that? Very good, sir. I'll collect some men from around the villages. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here in Zilkala after you've got your group together. Then we'll speak about what we do next. Alrighty, so I press Q to get out. I know all that stuff. Oh, no, Q to get into this. I know all that stuff. Tab to get out. Alright, and this is the main map, and it's going to tell me that as soon as I click somewhere. You are now viewing the overland map, etc., etc. So, let's go to Bouveran. Recruit volunteers, get 3 of them. Let's go to Ibdelis. And if I recall correctly, control plus space lets you go faster! Cool! I forgot how much faster that was. And just to have the heightened chance, I know I'm supposed to have 5 men, but let's go to Ruldi and get some more. 2 men. Alright, giving me a total of 12, including myself. I believe. Yes, indeed. Coolio. I'm gone. I'm gone. Let's go back to Jalkala. Go to the cat. No, 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 not the castle I want to go to. I want to go to the tavern, because that's where he is. You are a traveler. You are a ransom broker. You are mercenary cavalry. I doubt you'll be here when I can actually afford you. Splendid work. You've hired enough men to take on the bandits. Now, travelers entering Jokala have told us that there's a small group of robbers lurking on the outside of town. I suspect that they are all from the same band, the one that took my brother. Hunt them down and defeat them, and make them disclose the location of their lair. Very well. I'll hunt for bandits. I really am excited for this quest to be over, because my voice is hurting. Band of robbers, come here. I require your death. What do you want? I've been looking for you. Tell me where you keep your prisoners and I'll let you go. Ha! Those prisoners are only going free if you pay the ransom. Did you bring any silver? No, but I brought steel. Charge the enemy. Yeah. Alright, and this early on in the game, there's no point in really commanding them, since I have no archers or anything like that, so it'll just be me going in for the kill, or for the first blow, and them just kind of cleaning things up afterward. So I sincerely doubt that it's such a low crossbow level that I'm actually going to hit anybody right now from here, nor even doing much damage as it is. Hey, I got a hit. Did 36 damage, which isn't bad, I suppose. It's not quite as high as I'd hope. Who's left? How did I... No, that's not it. Whoopsies. Oh well. Was trying to remember how to stop the bolt from firing. Let me try to just refresh my memory while it's safe. Maybe it's right click. That's it. Okay. Alright, 3 looters in 1 row. Okay, yeah. Well. Oi! Spare me! Spare my life! Let me go, and I'll go far away from here and learn an honest trade, and you'll never hear of me again. I'll spare your life, but in exchange I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him, and give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people of these parts, and you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir, bless you. We've done the lad no harm. We've been keeping him in our hideout near Bouveran. I'll describe the area nearby in detail so there's no mistaking it. Alrighty, so crossbowmen are my life in this game, so we'll take crossbowmen, and I'll take the looters as prisoners. Alright, 7 plus 2, 22. We'll take that for now, because it's better. What is this? Manual of Arms. +1 to trainer while in inventory. Why do I have this? What? What? I'm confused. Oh well. I have a manual of arms now. Wasn't expecting it, but I have a manual of arms now. At the very, very, very least. Hey, I can take them on. I might as well, just to get some levels. Surrender or die, charge the enemy. In such a case, I will have everybody follow me, just so I can get to a better ground, at which we can have them attack me. Because that really is the most strategic way to do things. I gotta find out where they're coming from, though. Which can be difficult at times when you don't have your men directing you. There they are. Okay. So, my men will follow me. And I will sit here and shoot. For absolutely no good, obviously. Because what good is shooting when you actually have a crossbow? And can shoot? I don't logic, apparently. Oh god, okay. You can just not be so close to me. I don't like you so close to me. You're very mean people. Alright, you guys can charge. And slice! And dice! And slice! And dice! And I'm doing so little damage. And slice! And win. Coolio. Alright. None of my men were harmed, but my men can be upgraded, and so it shall be done. Alrighty, cool. Go to the kidnapper's hideout. And once I finish up with this quest, we're going to go ahead and call the episode. And this quest is literally the only quest in the game. Technically. It's really just the starter, just to kind of tell you, hey, this is what this game is. But yeah, once I finish up with this, I'll call the episode at that point. I was going to say here, but it's not here because this is not the end of the quest. So yeah. Die! No, I totally... That's kind of a cool moon, actually. I'm surprised that it's got that much glow to it. I like it, though. I like it. Especially for how bad the graphics to this game are. Except for this guy, but that's just a picture. It's literally just a picture. It's all that it represents. Doesn't even represent a picture, it is a picture. I don't know why I'm saying represents, because words are a thing that people use to communicate and stuff. Yeah. So we have you that I can shoot at and barely hit, and shoot at and kill and win. Cool. Alright. Yay, merchant's brother. Yes, I told him that I would find you. I advise you return to your family as quickly as you can. And be careful on the road. Alright, 14 to 4. I think I will take those look weird. Woolen hose. Woolen hose. Woolen. Swole. You even lift? Yes, lift is the word I'm looking for. Because words are a thing of logic and proportion. Where's Logic and proportion. I know it's from something, but I can't figure out what the fuck it is. Oh, god damn it. Holy fuck. Oh god, ow. Stop it. Why am I getting... Ow. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. No. Don't hurt me. I'm just a poor boy from a... I'm just a poor boy, nobody... I'm trying to remember the lyrics. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. Spare me this life from this monstrosity. I think that's the lyrics. It might be the lyrics. Oh, it's because it's nighttime, that's why. Alright, Traveler Ransombrooker? Ransombrooker! Yay! So, you tell me all your stuff that I've read before and I'm too lazy to read through right now. Oh, then you better bring your purse. I've got prisoners to sell, even though they're worth, like, nothing. But oh well. Hey, I leveled up. Very good to know. Alright, Merchant of Jelkala. Well, my brother is home safe. I'm not sure what to do with him. Maybe pack him off to a university outside Caluradia. That way, if he gets knocked on the head in a street brawl, no one can say it's my fault. But that's not your problem. Here's the rest of your reward. It was well earned. The money is most welcome, and I'm glad to have been of service. Good. Now, are you interested in making some more? Possibly. What do you need? Remember how I told you the bandits had an ally inside these walls? I think I know who it is. The captain of the watch, no less. Some months ago, this captain... Pardon me. God. His voice is hard. Luckily, it's almost over. Where was I? seeing the amount of profit we merchants were making from trade across the frontiers, decided to borrow some money to sponsor a caravan. Unfortunately, like many who are new to commerce, he failed to realize that great profit only comes with great risk. So he sank all his money into the most expensive commodities, and of course, his caravan was captured and looted, and he lost everything. As a consequence, it seems, our captain turned to villainy to recoup his fortune. I supposed I'd do the same if, heavens forbid, I ever faced indebtedness and ruination. Now any watch captain worth his salary will have a few thieves and robbers on his payroll, to inform on the rest. But our captain decides to employ these bastards wholesale. He brings them into the town, lets them do as they will, and takes a share of their take. You've heard of poachers turning... What? Turning gamekeepers. I lost my line. Well, in the unfortunate land of Calradia, sometimes gamekeepers will turn poacher. Luckily, theirs are still a few brave, honest souls in the watch who've told me how he works. Now, here's my plan. I could bring this to the attention of King Graveth, Lord of the City, but that would mean an inquiry, my word against the captain's, and witnesses can be bought and evidence destroyed. Maybe the whole thing will be forgotten if the enemies come across the border again, and all I'll get for my trouble is a knife in the ribs. In time of war, you see, a king's eye wanders far from his domain, and his subjects suffer. So I've got another idea. We've got a small group of townsfolk together, some men in my employ, and some others who've lost relatives to these bandits, and we'll storm the captain's home and bring him in chains before King Graveth, hopefully with a few captured bandits, to explain how things stack up. All I need now is someone to lead my little army into battle, and I can't think of anyone better than you, so what do you say? How do I know you're telling me the truth? Oh, well, I suppose it's possible that I found a dozen bandits who are willing to give their lives to give a passing stranger a false impression of life in old Zilkala. Well, I guess you can't really know if my word is good, but I reckon you've learned by now that my money is good. And there's another 100 dinars, maybe a bit more, that's waiting for you if you do me this little favor. So what do you say? All right, I'll lead you in. Splendid! It's been a good long time since I staked so much on a single throw of the dice. Frankly, I find it exhilarating. My men are ready to move on your word. Are you ready? Yep, give me the sign. Good. Now, strike hard, strike fast, and the captain of his henchmen won't know what hit him. May the heavens be with you. You leave the tavern and go out to the streets. Nervous-looking young men are waiting in every street corner. You can see they have daggers and clubs concealed under their clothes, and catch a mixture of fear, anticipation, and pride in the quick looks they throw at you as you pass by. Praying that your enemies have not been alarmed by this all-too-obvious bunch of plotters, you check your weapons for one last time, and prepare yourself for the action ahead. Alright, here we go. Are we ready? There's a bug flying around right next to my microphone, and I really want to kill it because it's an ant. One of those flying ants that are just like no, so much no packed in one little thing. Anyway, I can't find it anymore, so it's time, lads! Up and at 'em! Oh, hello. Mr. Sir? I was watching Holes just the other day, so Mr. Sir is the name that I will use. Ow! Asswipe. Ow! What a fucktard. Come on, just goddamn... God. I have 4 men on me. What is this? God damn it. Oh god. No! Stop it! Why? Why is this a thing? Pardon me. God, reading that voice really just made my voice just... Ugh. Die! God, just freaking die! Thank you! God damn. Okay, you all need to just die! Well, okay. It's just you left, I think. No, there's somebody else. But who? Okay, they're walking... Oh, hi. Ow! I received 0 damage, but it sounded like it hurt. And you're dead? Is that everyone? You're standing. Oh, okay, that's everyone. The remaining few bandits scatter off to the town's narrow alleys, only to be hunted down one by the angry townsfolk. Make sure that your victory is complete and all the wounded have been taken care of. Making sure. You and your merchant head to his house to review the day's events. Oh god. One last. Alright, that was it, and I got $200. Ha! Well done. I saw at least 3 of the men go down before you. Keep fighting like that, and you'll make quite a name for yourself in this land. Unfortunately, about 10 of my lads got themselves wounded. I should go look on them. What should I say? I'm glad to see that you're alive, too. Yes. Now, a couple of my boys have the watch captain pinned down in the back room with a knife at his throat. I'll need to go drag him before King Graveth and explain what this breach of the peace is all about. You don't need to be part of that, though. I'll tell you what. If all goes well, I'll meet you in the tavern again shortly, and let you know how it all came out. If you don't see me in the tavern, but instead see my head on a spike over the city gate, I'll assume you know enough to stay out of the town for a while, and forget this whole episode ever happened. So, hopefully we'll meet again. Alright, well, that's the end of the quest. So, I would like to thank you guys so very much for watching the first episode of this series, and the first episode in like 2 freaking months. I'm sorry. So I promise you, past this, the game gets a lot more fun. This episode alone was a little boring, I'm guessing, and I do apologize for that, but it's just because there was a lot of reading to do, and that's the end of it. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode, and as always, errors unite!